Hi, this is a redo of the caterpillar. We noticed that the volume wasn't working on our last video, so quickly I'm going to go ahead and walk through the process one more time, and hopefully this time the audio will work. And so let's get started. What we're gonna do first is start with the ground, and I like to put my caterpillar on a hill. It helps to tell a little bit of a story. So from one end, halfway down on the paper, and then I go just a little bit lower, and I start at one end and I go down, and then I make the hill. This one's gonna be bumpy and it's gonna go down again. Next, what I'm gonna do is make the head, and I'm gonna make my caterpillar with 6 body circles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll help me with, I can use the color of the rainbow to do that, or I could just do solid colors, whatever you like. So the first circle I'm gonna do isn't gonna be touching the ground. It's gonna be above the ground, and that's gonna be the head, 1. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do a larger circle after that, but it's gonna be kind of just like a backwards C shape. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then one little one at the end. And we're doing caterpillar for the letter C for all our young artists out there. C says ka, and like in caterpillar, ka. And so next what we're gonna do is make little raindrops for the feet. And we learned that caterpillars actually have 6 feet total. So we're gonna do a raindrops coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm gonna go way back here for my last 2. 5, 6. You could also call them ovals. Next, I'm gonna do the eyes, and you can choose to either have both eyes in the circle or one eye out of the circle and one side in, depending on how you want them looking. So I'm gonna do one on the outside of the circle, so it's gonna be a half circle. And then I'm gonna fill in the pupil, which is gonna be a half circle on the bottom of the circle. And then lined up with it, I'm gonna do my other oval for my eye. And then I'm gonna do a half circle for the pupil again. And now I'm gonna do the antenna coming out. And we learned that caterpillars have 2 to 4 antennas. Antennas are intended for being able to sense motion and to feel things. They also have sometimes some antennas in the back, and sometimes that's as a way to distract prey in thinking that the head is at the opposite end. Some are colored to blend in with their surroundings, which is camouflage. They use leaves. They use the leaves that they hatch on, which is called the host plant that they're eating. Their body can be similar colors to help them blend in. Also, some are really bright, and that's to let other prey know that they are poisonous. And how they become poisonous is they ingest the plant that they're on, which is usually has some sort of toxins in it that create them to be poisonous as well. So I'm gonna go down here, and let's give him a smiley face. So a little arch coming up. And now I'm gonna put some grass blades. Those are just tick marks up. And in this one I'm not going to put any flowers, but you can go ahead and do flowers in as well. And let's see, maybe you want to do some patterns in your caterpillar body or prints. Pattern repeats itself, right? So you could do line, dots, line, dots, line, dots. If you wanted to do a pattern. So what would come next after my lines in the very end? Dots. That's right. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and color it in or paint it in, whatever you have at home to use. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the head. And this time I followed the rainbow on this one, and this one I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna get creative. So I'm gonna do different colors. First I'm gonna do the largest front part of the body, And this looks like it's a blue and a purple. And I'm gonna keep with a pattern. So I'm gonna let it, I'm gonna continue it down here, bluish purple, and then it's gonna end with the same, right? And now I'm gonna do the head and the body, a different color to help make that pattern happen. So I'm gonna do the head red. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more red. That wasn't very bright, it was really watery. And I'm going to avoid coloring in the eyes because I like them to look white. And then here I'm gonna also do red. With more time, you might wanna do the lines in the red body parts a different color. But look, it's a pattern. And I'm gonna make the feet, let's see what color. I'm gonna make my feet, I'm gonna pick up a narrower paintbrush because the feet are so small. And I'm gonna make my feet orange. I was gonna say green, but then I realized that the grass is green. I don't want it to blend in with the grass, so I'm gonna do it a different color. We are talking about in the other video that the process that caterpillars go through from to become a butterfly, the life cycle, is called metamorphosis. Isn't that a fun name? Word? Metamorphosis. It changes. I'm going to do long strokes for the grass. And then my sky, oh, there we go, with too much water on that brush. That's okay. I go through and cover in all the white, different shades of green. Watercolor, you could just add a little bit more water. And we were saying in the other video too that if you did this if you cut your paper in half and then folded it in half, you can make greeting cards out of these 26-day art activities. You could, if you made one for each day, by the time you're done, you would have 26 pieces of art on cards, greeting cards that you could send out to family and friends. How neat would that be? Oh, that happens when you're painting upright like this. Does that happen sometimes? Yes, it does. And I can just go back over with some more green later. I just wanted to do this one more time with the audio because there were some fun things that we were talking about, fun facts about caterpillars, and we were talking about using rainbow patterns or the rainbow order for our caterpillars, and there was just so many learning opportunities in the video. I didn't want anyone to miss it. So here's take 2 on all of that, right? And so I hope you enjoyed yourselves. We were talking about things we were grateful for. I said at the beginning I was grateful for a hot cup of coffee, and Kai shared that he was grateful for the opportunity to use all the different materials that we have here. And Kalani was grateful for spending time with his grandma. And I'm looking forward to hearing in the thread what you're grateful for as well. Also, add your names if you would like us to give you a shout out on the next video. We are doing D for dino or D for dragon. dragon. It's a really creative piece of artwork, so it can be interpreted however you want it to be. It could look like a dino or a dragon, but the letter D, and it is a really fun activity. So I'm looking forward to returning again tomorrow with a new piece of artwork to share with all of you. Until then, bye-bye.